Hey, hey, my name is Marla and that's where I work.
What's this?
We are in Alte Gießerei e.V. Berlin and it's in Lichtenberg, and I'm part of this community studios. It's around about 80 people that are part of this thing, and there's people working with clay, working with sewing, steel, wood. I don't know, everything you could imagine. There's people doing music here, paint as well, like I do. The idea of this studio is to have an old building where there is a lot of space. I mean, we all know Berlin, there's not much space. And it's a little bit far out, but there's people that need that space to express themselves, and that's what is happening here. This is the painting that's gonna come in here. And it's gonna be called In Watte gepackt. It's like a person that's wrapped up in very soft things, like wrapped up in cotton. Yeah, and the plan is to do some clay stuff in here, so it's a three-dimensional person that's falling over. How did I get into painting? That's a very good question. I started painting when I was younger, and I think I started liking painting through my aunts and my mom, because we always used to do creative projects together, and that was quality time spent together. And yeah, somehow I found a way to express myself through painting, and I started repainting paintings of other people, and then people started to like what I did, and then I was like, oh, maybe it could also have my own handwriting, and I don't have to paint other people's paintings, I can do my own ones. I'm starting to put some plaster inside of the outlines. I already did. I want it to be a three-dimensional painting, so I'm trying to make it look like cloth or fabric that's hanging around the body. Yeah, and I just wetten these things and put them on top, and they are going to stick to the canvas by themselves. Having fun is like the most important thing for me. I only do things if I can find a piece of fun in there. Being self-confident is something you can learn to present on the outside, but I feel like I'm not the most confident person when it comes to my art. Now I am, but I wasn't always, because my family isn't an artsy family. It's very, like, I would say, normal life, awesome people, but it's not like, oh yeah, let's play instruments, let's paint together. It's more work, and then you can have a hobby and sometimes maybe paint a little to calm yourself down. And I was like, no, I really, really enjoy doing arts, and I really want to break through, and I want to do this. I really fought against some critics early in life as well. So no, I'm just like, yeah, it's fun. That's what it should be about. I think being confident about what you do is the only thing that works in the end, because if you don't believe in what you're doing, why do you keep on doing it? I believe in the fun and I believe in the art. Oh, most of the time it's me reflecting my life or having too many emotions and not knowing where to put them. And I have a very loud life. I do lots of things. I have many people around me. And when I need to digest all of this, I paint. And I paint problems I have. I paint feelings I have, big feelings I have. I try to paint a solution for a problem I have. I try to paint things that make me angry, things that make me happy. I'm just using the machine gun to make a carpet. I mean, Berlin is influencing my art by everything it is, because I moved to Berlin when I was very young, so my whole personal development is influenced by Berlin. All the loudness, the colors, the quick life, the very, very quick life. The night scene, the clubbing, the festivals, the people. My art is very influenced by Berlin, but also by my travels because I don't really spend a whole year in Berlin. I don't know, I'm here for 3 months and then I go somewhere else and then I come back. So my art is influenced by the places I go to, and Berlin is a big part of it. Definitely. When I go to other countries, I see other colors, I see other clothes styles on people. The cities are built in a different way, the weather is different, the light, the feeling of life is different. And also confronting myself with the situation of traveling alone does a lot with my own emotions. So traveling and being somewhere else really spices up my creativity. This painting and me, we have a weird relationship. I really like the colors. I can see and feel that it's not ready. I really don't like this part, so I'm gonna paint over it now. And then we can see where we're going. Something is missing. That's my horror question. Because I don't really know artists. I don't really know paintings. I'm like not really educated in arts. I always try to frame this with me trying to let in a little bit of creativity of others, but really using painting as my tool to let go of my emotions. And if I let in a lot of other things other people do, I'm influenced in my head and I try to compare myself to these people. I'm listening to sets of friends of mine most of the time. I have friends that are in the music scene, and we go to festivals a lot, and then when they play a very good set on a festival and we have a very nice moment together, I save that set and then I listen to it later when I try to remember all these nice experiences, and it travels me through the painting. It's a very long, I don't know, sets are longer than songs, so you can hop on the wave and it's for hours and hours and hours and you can just paint. That's something I really like. Sometimes I start a painting and I'm like, oh yeah, let's remember the music you were listening to when you went to Mexico. And I start a painting like this and I have an idea. And then I know I just have to fulfill the idea. And on the next day, I'm listening to German rap, painting like the very Mexican, lovely painting. So it sometimes really doesn't match the vibe of the painting, but it matches the vibe of my, how I feel on that day. I really like to expose my art to people and get feedback. But I have to push myself to do it because sometimes it feels like opening up a lot. And if there is a painting, especially if it's about sad feelings I had or something where I was kind of insecure, and then I show it to people and I don't know, I feel like okay, this is me, look at it. Do you like it? No? Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, but sometimes it's nice to have people that understand what you did and then see some things that could be changed. Yeah, so it depends. If people try to understand what I wanted to say and have a good critic, then I like to take it. But if it's people that, I don't know, don't have the Fingerspitzengefühl, I don't like to take it. I have some of them also in my bedroom, so when friends come over, sometimes I just put our attention on a painting and I'm like, yeah, what do you see? And sometimes they tell me things that I never thought about, that are, I don't know, that this painting is carrying a story I didn't know. And I really like that, to listen to what people see in my art, because I think that is what art is about, that people see something different in it every time. And I have some friends that are not the best with talking about emotions. So when I was younger, I was just like, yeah, what do you see in here? Just to get some, I don't know, something very honest, something I want to know about them. The color schemes I use are sometimes inspired by things I see in nature or in the streets, or people wearing clothes in that specific color scheme. So I don't really learn it in a proper way by reading books or being like, okay, I need to practice this technique every day. I see my paintings as they are in a collection. So I have some paintings that match this box, and then I have some paintings that match this box, and then there's some of them that don't make any sense. And I have many paintings that have this black background or like black big outlines where I like things to be very structured. And then I have these moving paintings. I like things to be flowy and showing like a movement in a direction. I would love to talk about this painting a little bit because I tried to challenge myself a little bit and to be patient with a painting, because sometimes I have an idea and then I paint and I'm like, okay, 2 or 3 sessions and I want to be done. And with this one, I really tried to have 8 sessions, many hours, really dive into the painting, listen to the same set of music each and every time. So these things were white, and I tried to create something like a flower or a fireball. And I don't know if you can see it from there, but there are these details of swimming energies. And I really liked that it was 3D and white, and then I could just look at it and see what does it for me? What do I want to highlight? What do I want it to be? And then I started in this corner with red, in this corner with green, here with white, and there with blue. And somehow it was like earth, wind, fire, water. My paintings are there to have fun on first sight, bringing colors to life. Also catching the sight of people for a longer time, so you forget all your worries, everything that's going on. You just look on that painting and there's so much going on sometimes that you get lost. And I really like that idea that the longer you look at it, the more is happening, and that this kind of soothes the mind automatically, because you're just looking at something and it's colorful. Most of the time it's bright. Spread out some nice quiet moments for the mind. And then people can start connecting their emotions or their thoughts and everything, and maybe feel seen by what is on that painting, or maybe not. Or maybe get angry or get sad. I always start a painting different. Sometimes I have an idea and I'm like, oh, I really want to make this or bring this idea to life. And this time, I think I would just start by putting some shapes on the canvas. I don't know, starting with the circle in the corner, because the circle is always good on a painting. It's a round thing. Would be very nice if I would be that kind of structured person that knew before. This kind of happened by accident, because I really love to dress up myself and I like everything about costume design and costumes as well. And there's these 2 creative hearts, costumes and painting, and I thought that it could maybe also work together. And I feel like all the paintings express a short era I had, or like a moment I had with myself or with someone else or with life. And then there's also a matching look I had in that time. And it kind of rounds up the whole experience for me. And I thought it might be funny to present the pictures in a way that's even more dreamy, or brings up a little bit more creativity. One of my long-term goals is to paint a very huge mural somewhere in Berlin, like a very fucking on the wall of a house, I don't know, somewhere, just me 1 month, or I don't know, I hope people helping me to do it, but that's something I really want to do. And then having the opportunity to keep on painting and not letting other things crash it because I don't find the time or anything like that. I want to use bigger cans and just like sprinkle some stuff and just be more chaotic. That's something I want to plan for the future. Just having this controlling moments of painting that's very meditative, but then also just letting go of stuff. I have a website. I recently put it online again, and it's me doing the website. So it's there, and it's on my Instagram channel as well. It's Marla Volmer, so you can find me on Instagram, on the website, and here in Gieße, whenever you come by.